morning. It was a strange night. I slept for I think 5 hours or something, and it did feel like a half hour. But after that, I couldn't sleep. There was a lot of birds singing, so just sleep on off until the time was 7:30, 7:35, something like that. I went out of bed and packed up, and in orderly fashion, no hurry, no nothing. Time is now quarter past 9. I'm heading for the coast. I don't know if I'm going to Italy today, but we have to see if I'm going to Italy or not. No, one thing is certain: I'm going out to the coast to find some coffee and maybe something to eat. So we'll take it from there. The beauty and the stunning nature of Slovenia, that's extreme. Look at that. It's really nice country. It's a bit nicer than Croatia. If you like the winding back roads, Jesus Christ, that car was burning oil. Stinks. But if you like the back roads and the nature, Slovenia really got it all. I think it's better. The coastline in Croatia, the winding canyons and stuff, that's fun for an hour. When you're riding a bike like this, you don't want to have those sharp corners. There's a lot of weight of moving around. It's easy to see you're nearing the sea again. The mountains change to more rugged, less vegetation on it. I'm crossing the border to Italy in a short while. I'm going directly to the sea. That's not that far. No, it's not. Maybe an hour. The border to Italy. Let's see how smooth that goes. see what Italy has to offer. I'm thinking I'm going the wrong way. I should go the other way. Let's hold in and look at the map. Let's see if we can find some shade. Yeah, there's something. We had a short break and getting some food and something to drink before we go ahead with the rest of our journey. And in the same time as that, I find a hotel down the coast, pretty close to Venedig. A hotel room with sea view and breakfast included. You have to see what kind of breakfast that is, because it's really cheap. It's only 45 euros for one stay, and it's about 45 kilometers from here. So it's from here. Place I'm coming to, I have to check and ask if this is a fine place. I'll be here 2 days, but I think I need to get some clothes cleaned. I tried to do it in the sink a couple of days ago, and it didn't work that well. This place is quite bigger than there's places in Croatia. Restaurants and pubs and cafes all over. And have a ride to the hotel, and the bike has a problem now. It's not charging, and the battery is run down. The engine was really hot, and I think that's why the rectifier stopped charging the battery, because it's overheated because I got my phone plugged into it and GPS got plugged into it to charging it. And now I'm trying to find the mechanic. You can see down here, all the way down there, there's the beach. We'll go down there later. I have to find the mechanic. And look, I exchanged my bike for a bicycle. It's more practical in here in the town, and it's nice seeing things you don't see with a big bike. And if you walk, you wear your feet out really fast. And here we have luxury apartments, I think, with their own little boat dock. And I did find a mechanic just 100 meters from the hotel, and now the battery is on his charger, and I will get back to him in 1.5 hours. I'll go find and get a beer or something. We'll take it from there. And here we have an abandoned amusement park. You It's pretty windy today, but still hot as hell. There you see. It's not to say how big it is, but I don't see any parking nearby. So. I bought some tuna and an apple and something to drink, and I have enjoyed it here on this bench here. This is the boardwalk. It's pretty long both ways. This boardwalk, my hotel is one street over for this boardwalk, and it's long, real long, both ways. About the bike, I started yesterday and I started well, and it started this morning well, so there's no shortage in the battery, I'm sure of that. And I drove over to him, checked out, it was charging 13.2. That's okay with a lithium battery. So I think the rectifier overheated, and I hope that solved the problem. We will find out tomorrow when I leave how far I can go, and I cross my fingers. The bike will be fine. I do hope so. Or if it's not, that's the end of this trip. I don't know what I'm gonna do now. Go back to the hotel, sit on the terrace and eat some ice cold watermelon I got left over from yesterday. But let's go to the hotel. After another hot night, and it's not the way you think. It was really hot this night and humid. But now we are on our way. I didn't know I booked the hotel at the Garda Lake, but that's what I did. And we're crossing our fingers the bike will run great. I got nothing plugged into it now. I never do remember which town I'm in. before in Italy, when I passed the border, there was a lot of hills and stuff, and as soon as I get out of that border city, it turns completely flat, and it's still flat, but there we got the mountains and the hills, and maybe we get some elevation, and I can feel the temperature has gone down a couple of degrees. A nice little town. Yeah, we got the mountains. And the bike is still going strong. No issue at all. Look at that church. And up on the hill, got a monastery or something. More cars. Nice little town, this one. The place I booked at the Garda Lake, I think it's good. It's a good thing. It's Wednesday today. So there are not, maybe, I hope so, that many people on the road and in town. Because the day after that, I'm going out to the sea again. I want to see that. That was the whole idea of my trip. The thing that sparked my interest for the ride to Italy and make this trip. It's almost summertime, so the river is partially dried up. Into that dark cloud there. We only got 10 kilometers left to the hotel. Yeah, we are pretty close. So if it begins to rain, yeah. This is a proper vacation place. There you have the Lake of Garda. Still 1.4 kilometers left. This is just a little strip of land that connects a half island to the mainland, if you can say that about a lake. see if I can find a parking place for this. I had the same problem this morning. No battery. I think the rectifier shortened because the heat from the engine after I put it in the garage yesterday. And my thought is the rectifier was fine until I stood still, and the heat could transfer to the rectifier, and it shortened and did take off all the power of the bike. I don't think that was completely legal. Straight out. My thought was, like I said, is the engine of the rectifier can charge when it's cooled, but it's shortened itself when it's transferring the heat from the engine over to it. So the rectifier is gone. I have to get a new one. I walked 45 minutes to a garage and get it charged for a half hour, and the bike started. And after that, the guys there was helpful and told me there was a place where you can buy car parts and batteries and stuff like that. And I'm just going from there now. I will show you a picture of what I bought. I bought a charger, booster batteries for motorbikes. I've never seen that before, and one more battery. They didn't have a rectifier, 3-point stator, and the rectifier has to be a 3-point rectifier, and they didn't have anything like that. So the next choice I have is buying a battery, like I said, a charger and some booster batteries, so I can always start. And the batteries are full charge when you buy them. So, and that was 110 euros for those parts. So now I'm covered. But when I come back to Denmark, I have to buy a new rectifier. That's the first thing. A new rectifier and oil filter. The baby needs it after this trip. So far I'm about 3,000 kilometers. The bike was really hot for a couple of days ago, and that's when the problem started. And the thing I was worried about the oil. The oil was too thin and worn out because of the heat, but when I think about it, the oil is produced so it can withstand that kind of heat and still lubricate as it's supposed to do. So I'm not worried about that. Now I'll go on my journey. I'm about 3.5 hours late in my journey. So we come to the coast, almost the coast. I rented a whole apartment. I got some clothes I'm gonna wash, and I'm down to the last underwear, and I bought a kind of t-shirt, a shirt, and that is everything I got that's clean. Let's hope that's the last problem I got with this bike. Now I got what I need for getting started. I got booster battery, I got booster cables, and I got a charger. I got two chargers at home as well, but in this case it's necessary. And it was cheap. I think it was 50 euros. That's 350 Danish crowns about. Look at that. This looks really cozy. Everything is great for the bike. Nothing to worry about for now. Getting into my eyes. Oh, that is castle up there. Or a monastery. Now we're getting into the mountains. We have to do it because we need to go to the coastline of Italy. And enjoy the ride. I hope you're enjoying the ride so far. What a view. So I think I'll pull into the side and get my jacket on. Oh, look at that. Still got 48 kilometers left. It's funny how easy, how fast it can change the weather. 1 hour ago I was cooking. There was almost no wind, and the wind was really warm. And now the wind has taken up and it's cold, really cold. Still got 38 kilometers left. Nobody was waiting. All the clouds. This looks cool. So I must be that high. Pay attention to the road and not the view. But it's hard to not look at the view. Look at those mountains. It's beautiful to see, but I don't want to live here. think there's that many that lives out here. Thank God I got a lot of gas. I got enough of gas on my bike, so I don't have to worry about finding a gas station. Oh, floorboards. Italy is a real strange place. And you can see it's an old country. There's a lot of stuff just abandoned, big and small, and I mean buildings. I don't think they got property tax here in Italy. Shortly we will be there, and I really need to wash my clothes. Hope you have a dryer. It should be right up ahead here. I'm all washed up and shaved and stuff. And I got my clothes washed. Pretty nice. There's the bike, and it's acting up again. And it's only because of the heat. I'm pretty sure of it. But look at this place. There's my clothes drying. And look at this place. Only 45 euros for this place. And there is my battery charging. This is really, really nice. Large kitchen, freezer and a fridge. And the bathroom. Nothing to complain about there. And the bedroom. But I'm happy about this. I don't know if I'm staying here for 2 days, but I don't know. But you never know. But I'm gonna get some food now, so see you later.